What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. It is a hot one today. It's about 98 today. So make sure you stay hydrated. So I got my PET scan results back. And for anybody that is just wondering, like, what's an X-ray, what's a CT scan, what's an MRI, and what a PET scan is. An X-ray basically takes a photo of your body, and it generally shows indications of mass, bones, objects that are visually different than what biology says they are. And then you go with a CT scan, which is a really clean X-ray because it's computer tomography, so it looks really good when you get a CT scan. So if you get injured, most of the time you get a CT scan, but if it comes down to like muscles and fibers and ligaments, you'll usually get an MRI, which is magnetic radiance, and it looks really clear. And then you have a PET scan, which is a CT and an MRI combined. So I have a few people ask me about a PET scan and what PET means. A few people even didn't even know what PET scan meant. So it just means positron emissions tomography, and pretty much any cancer patient has to get one for the most part. So I got my test back, and it's basically conclusive. So what that means is I was expecting a simple sentence, which is what my last scan said. It was literally one sentence. It said, per the images below, you are in complete CR. CR just means complete remission. So I was just expecting a small fragment of information, but I got 3 paragraphs of information. So it wasn't, let's say, positive, but it wasn't negative. So when I got out of the PET scan, the technicians really just tell you that expect about 3 to 4 days, and your doctor will reach out to you. And their job really is just to put the photos together, add their comments, and things like that. So before I left, he just decided that he wanted to tell me all this extra information, so I kind of just walked right into it. So he asked me if I had anything wrong with my lymph nodes, and I told him no. I said I'm fine. He said, oh, because this area lit up, and that's a word you kind of try to avoid as a patient. And he said you had 2 small spots that lit up right here. So when he said that, like, my heart dropped, and it's like something you don't want to hear. You know, I've been battling this since 2018, and the last 2 scans I've had have been positive. I mean, negative, I should say. So of all that time that went by, I had 2 good scans to go off of, and then I kind of like was thinking that I'm gonna have a 3rd scan, like 3rd time's the charm. You know, I thought that was gonna happen. But here, this X-ray technician is just bumping his gums, and he was sitting there talking to me for like 5 minutes, and so I kind of ruined my weekend because I'd rather just have the doctor tell me what I now know, just because it would have been explained better and it wouldn't have stressed out my weekend. So basically, the oncologist emailed me back, but before he did, I reached out to my other oncologist at Stanford, and I messaged him, and he called me back right away. And he knew I was kind of panicking in a calm way, right? I wasn't like crying. I wasn't hyperventilating. I wasn't, you know, extremely rambling. But my text was like a really big text. So he just decided, I'll just call my patient, which he did. He's so cool. He's in Palo Alto. Anyway, so he told me to read it, and after I read the results to him, he said, can you just text me the email? And I texted him the email, and he looked over it. And when he looked over it, he said, did you get any vaccine shots? And I told him I've been getting vaccines from June, July, and August. So most of you who might have seen my other video, you have to realize that June was my 1 year post bone marrow transplant. And my transplant was completed in 2020. So this 2021 in June was the 1 year mark. And at that mark, Kaiser and Stanford, they have an integrated schedule. They're almost identical, but they're very similar, of the shots that you have to get again, starting from June. So in June, I went in and I got like 11 shots, like HIV, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, varicella, MMR, meningococcal, pneumonia, like DTaP, all the stuff you got, K through 18. And I got those in June. Then I got like 6 or 7 in July. And then in August, it was like 8. So I've had these composite of vaccines that I think might be accumulative, and my lymph nodes are reacting to that. So my doctor said that, you know, you took the scan on Friday the 13th of August, and then he said, when did you get the shots for August? And I said the 9th. And he said, was that your only like multiple shots you took? And I told him, no, I took June, July, August. So he said pretty much what I thought. Because it's a dead strain of all those shots, all those diseases, you know, HIV, Hep A, Hep B, etc., varicella, those are dead strain antibody cells that we put in our body. And once you do that, your lymph nodes here and here and in your groin, that's considered a foreign object. It's not natural in any way. So the lymph nodes will react to that. And what they think is, because I took all those shots, that's why they lit up on the scan. So as much as I would love to tell you guys my scan was negative, which is a good thing, it's definitely not positive as of right now. So both doctors agreed that in 3 months I was to repeat this PET scan again, which I don't want to put any more radiation in my body than I have to. It's not fun. It's claustrophobic. It takes like 3 hours. It's stressful. It's you're just in a different mode, you know. So I hope that, you know, explains some of your guys' questions and thoughts. A few of you guys have messaged me and asking, you know, when will you know, and so forth. Well, I do know. That's basically it. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And if it's your first time checking out this video, thank you for stopping by. As always, you guys stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you in the next one.